Jai Mataji, dear children. In this session, we are going to do the revision of 3 marks question, that is solve the following. Question 5 in your practice sheet. Let us begin with the first question. First question here is find the difference between the greatest and the least 5-digit number that can be written using the digit here. Digits given 62743. Only once it is given, okay, only once, and we have to find out the difference between the greatest and least 5-digit number. So first we will write greatest number will be, we all know that to find out the greatest number, it will be first greatest digit will come 76432. So this will be the greatest number. Then we will be having least number. We cannot repeat the digits. The least number will be 2, 3, 4, 6 and 7. This will be the least number. Now difference. Difference means we have to subtract it. Difference is equal to 76432 minus 23467. It will be 2 12 so 5, 3 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. Here it will be 5, 13 minus 4 so 9, 5 minus 3 it will be 2, 7 minus 2 it will be 5. So the difference is 52965. So in this way you can first find out any digit is given. You can find out first the greatest number, then least number, and then difference. Difference means you can subtract it. Then question number 2 is, question number 2 says that a merchant has rupees 778,592 with her. She placed an order for purchasing 40 radio sets at rupees 1200 each. How much money will remain with her after the purchase? First we have to find that the amount she had. Amount she had, it is given 78,592. मतलब इतने पैसे उसके पास थे पहले. अब उसने नंबर ऑफ रेडियो सेट कितने हैं? 40 है और प्राइस कितनी है एक की? 1200. कॉस्ट ऑफ अ रेडियो सेट इज इक्वल टू गिवन रुपीज 1200. तो हमें फाइंड आउट करना है देयरफॉर कॉस्ट ऑफ 40 रेडियो सेट, एक की 1200 है तो 40 रेडियो सेट्स की कितनी हो जाएगी? इज इक्वल टू रुपीज 1200 इंटू 40 विच विल बी इक्वल टू रुपीज 48,000. इतनी हो गई. अब जो मनी लेफ्ट, अब इतनी कॉस्ट 48,000 उसने दे दी, तो मनी लेफ्ट विथ हर is equal to rupees 78,592 minus rupees 48,000 which will be equal to rupees 78,592 minus 49 to 29575 minus 48, that will be, sorry, it will be 78,000 here, 592, so it will be 30,592. So this much amount is left with her. So in this way first we have to find out the amount, that is amount of radio set, it is 48,000, and then we have to deduct it. Okay, now next question, question number 3 is the distance between the school and the student house is 1 kilometer 875 meter. Every day she walk both way. Means डिस्टेंस कितना दिया हुआ है? 1 किलोमीटर 875 मीटर, इतना डिस्टेंस है उसके स्कूल से घर तक। अब वो इसको हम अगर मीटर में कन्वर्ट करें तो इट विल बी 1000 मीटर प्लस 875 मीटर विच विल बी इक्वल टू 1875 मीटर। इतना डिस्टेंस है वो एक बार में। अब वो बोथ द वे सी ट्रैवल्स, ओके, सो डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड इन 1 डे, एक दिन में कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करेगी वो, 2 इंटू बोथ द वे मीन्स एक बार जाएगी एक बार आएगी तो 2 बार हो जाएगा 7 मीटर। तो अब इसको 2 5 10 7 5 14 प्लस 50 देन ₹350 मीटर इतना ट्रैवल करेगी। अब हमें फाइंड आउट करना है कि फाइंड द टोटल डिस्टेंस सी कवर्ड इन 6 days। अब दिस इज द डिस्टेंस सी कवर्ड इन 1 day, सो डिस्टेंस कवर्ड इन 6 days is equal to 3750 into 6, 3750 into 6, ये मीटर है तो 0 into 6 is equal to 0, then 6 5 the 30, 7 6 the 42 plus 3 is equal to 5, 3 6 the 18 plus 4 is equal to this. So this much meter she traveled, this much meter. Again if you convert it into, then it will be 22 kilometer 500 meter. So this she traveled 22 kilometer 500 meter in 6 days. Now let us see question number 4, that is find using the distributive property. Here first one is 728 into 101. First we have to use the, here we have to use distributive property. Distributive property means we have to distribute the number. Here 101, that is 101 can be written as 100 plus 1. So this will be 728 into 100 plus 728 into 1. Now that will be 72800 plus 728. This will be now 8 2 5 3 73508. So this will be the answer. And when it come like that, using the distributive property, you have to do like this only, don't do direct multiply. Now next question is find the SCF. We had already done it in the previous session. Here find the SCF of 70, 105 and 175. We have to find out the SCF of these three numbers. So first we have to do the prime factorization of the number. 70 prime factor 2 the 35, 5 the 7, 7 1 the. Then let us do for 105. It is not divisible by 2 but it is divisible by 3. 3 the and 5 the, so 35. Again it is 5 upon 7, so 7 upon 5. 175. So 175 it is again not divisible by 2, it is not divisible by 3 also, but it is divisible by 5. 5 3 the 30. 5 upon 7. Now therefore 70 is equal to 2 into 5 into 7. 105 is equal to 3 into 5 into 7. 175 is equal to 5 into 5 into 7. And so the SCF will be the common factors. Highest common factor here 3 is there. So therefore HCF of 70, 105 and 175 is equal to 5 into 7, which will be equal to 35. So HCF of 70, 105 and 175 is 35. Now let us see question number 6 is find the LCM of 20, 25 and 30. We have to find the LCM it. Let us do it by the division method. Means all three numbers we will divide together, 20, 25 and 30. Now first these all are divisible by 2. So we will divide it. 20 when we divide it, it will become 10. 25 is not divisible, so we will write it as it is. Then for 30 it will be 15. Again this is divisible by 10 is divisible by 2, so we will 5. 25 as it is, 15 we will write as it is. Now 15 is divisible by 3, so we will divide it by 3. 5 and 25 will be as it is, it will be 5. Now again by 5, so 1, 25 when divided by 5 it will be 5. Again when it divided by 5, the 1 and 1. So therefore LCM of 20, 25 and 30 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 into 5. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 5s are 60 and 65s are, we can say 300. So 300 will be the LCM of 20, 25 and 30. Now let us move toward the question number 7. Question number 7 is, here the three boys step off together from the same sport. Their step measures 63 centimeter, 70 centimeter and 77 centimeter respectively. What is the minimum distance each should be covered so that they can cover the distance in complete step? So here it is given minimum distance. So again we have to find here, it is given 63 centimeter, 70 centimeter and 77 centimeter as it is given minimum distance. So we have to find out LCM. Again let us find out the LCM. 63, 70 and 77. 2s are 63 will be remain as it is, 35 then 77, then again 3s are, so it will be 21, 35 and 77 will remain as it is, again 3s are, then it will be 7, these both will remain as it is, then 5s are, so 7 will remain as it is, in place of 35 it will be 7, 77 will remain as it is, 7s are, it will be 1, 1 and 11, so 11s are, it is 1, 1 and 1. So LCM of, now LCM of 63, 70 and 77 is 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 7 into 11, which will equal to 6930 meter. So we can say that 6930 centimeter is the distance each should cover so that they can all have distance in complete step. Now question number 8 is, find the least number which when divided by 6, 15 and 18 leave the remainder of 5 in each case. First, so we will find out the LCM of 6, 15 and 18. So divide it by 2, then it will be 3, 15 and 9, then it will divide by 3. So 1, 5 and 3, again it is divisible by 3. So it will be 1, 5 and 1, then it will be divisible by 5, it will be 1, 1 and 1. So therefore LCM of 6, 15 and 18 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 which will be equal to 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. 2 3 is 6, 3 is 18, 5 is 90. So the LCM is 90 and the required number will be, therefore required number is, we know that here it leaves the remainder 5 in each case. So 90 plus 5, which is equal to 95. So the required number is 95. Now let us come to question number 9. Question number 9 says find the smallest 4-digit number which is divisible by 18, 24 and 32. We have to find out the smallest 4-digit number. So first we will find out the LCM of this 4. The LCM will be 18, 24 and 32. That will be 2. Then it will be 9, 12 and 16. 9, 12 and 16. Then again divisible by 2. 9 will remain as it is. 6, 8. Again divisible by 2. So 9 will remain as it is. 3, 4. Again by 2. Then 9, 3, 2. Again divisible by 2. Then it will be 9, 3 and 1. Now it is divisible by 3. So 3, 1. 1 again divisible by 3, then it will be 1, 1, 1. So first LCM will be LCM of 18, 24 and 32 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. 8 to the 16 to the 32, 32 into 3 is equal to 96 and 96 into 3 is equal to 288. Now we have to find out the smallest 4-digit number. So the smallest 4-digit number will be, we should know that 288 into 1 is equal to 288. This is not the smallest number. Then 288 into 2, if we will do 288 into 2, then 8 to the 16, again 8 to the 16 plus 1, 17, 2 to the 4, again it is also not the 3, then 288 into 3, 8 3 the 24, again 8 3 the 24 plus 2, so 26, 2 3 the 6 plus 864. So again it is not the, it is the 3-digit number. Now let us see 288 into multiply by 4, then it will be 8 to 4 is 32, again 8 4 is 32 plus 3 to 5, 2 4 is 8. So this is the smallest 4-digit number. 1152 is the smallest 4-digit number which is divisible by 18, 24 and 32. Let us see question number 10. Use the figure to name the first, it is 5 point. Here one figure is given. One figure is given like this. Here it is given BOCD, BOCED. In this way the figure is given. So here we have to first 5 points. 5 points we have to give. The 5 points you can give, that it will be BOCED. So 5 point here will be B, you can say C, D, E and O. So these are the 5 points here. Then question number B, it is a line. You can see this is the line. So you can give, this is line BD. This will be the line BD. Question number C is 4 rays. You can see here, this is the one rays OB, this is the another rays OC. In the same way, this OD is one ray, OE is one ray. So you can write 4 rays here is as OB, OC, OD. OD is one of the rays, and OE. This is also one of the rays. Then question number D is 5 line segment. 5 line segment. Segment again you can have this BO is your line segment. Then EO is your line segment, DO is your line segment, DE is line segment. You can write here as BO line segment, then line segment DO, DO is also line segment EO, EO is also line segment OC, you can write line segment OC is also your line segment BE, line segment BD, BE, this is also the line segment. So in this way you can give answer. There are other line segment also, that BD is also line segment. Now question number 11 is identify 3 triangles in the figure and then write the name of 7 angles. Here one triangle is given, 3 triangles we have to identify, and then A, B, C, D. This type of one triangle is given here. Question number 11, it is given here. First we have to identify the 3 triangles in the figure. So 3 triangles will be, first is triangle ABC, then triangle ABD. This triangle ABD, triangle ABD, and then triangle ADC. So triangle ADC. These are the 3 triangles here. Then B is write the name of 7 angles. 7 angle will be angle ABC. Angle ABD or angle ABC. You can write angle ABD, angle BAC. This whole angle BAC. Then angle ACD. This. Then this angle ADB, then this triangle, that is angle ADC, angle ADC. Now this will be one of the triangle BAD, angle BAD, and this is the another, that is angle CAD, angle CAD. So in this way 7 angles are here. Next we have to write 6 line segment. 6 line segment we can write. AB is one of the line segment, BC is one of the line segment, CA is one of the line segment, then AD is one of the line segment, then BD is one of the line segment, and DC. So these are the 6 line segment. Then question number D is which 2 triangles have angle B as common? Here see this, which 2 triangles? The first is triangle ABC and triangle ABD. So the 2 triangles which have angle B common is triangle ABC and triangle ABD. So these are the 2 triangles which have angle B as common. Question number 12 is draw a rough sketch of quadrilateral KLMN. State two pair of opposite sides. First, we need to draw one rough sketch of quadrilateral KLMN. Let it be KLMN. Then two pair of opposite side. First, opposite side we know this and this, this and this are opposite sides. So first pair is KLN MN. Second pair is LM and NK. This is the two pair of opposite side. Second question B is two pair of opposite angles. This angle and this angle are opposite. This angle and this angles are opposite. So first is angle K and angle M. Second pair is angle L and angle N. This is the opposite angles. Two pair of adjacent sides. C is two pair of adjacent sides. Here KL and LM. KL and LM. This is one of the adjacent sides. Second pair is, you can say, LM and MN. LM and MN. These are the two pair of adjacent sides. Now the D is two pair of adjacent angles. Two pair of adjacent angles. K and L are adjacent angle. First is angle K and angle L. Second, you can say that L and M. Angle L and angle M. So these are the two pair of adjacent angles. Here you can also see the diagonals also. It can be the diagonals. So KM is diagonal, LM is also diagonals. Now let us see question number 13. From the figure, identify the center of the circle. Here again in 13 it is given one circle is given like this, and that here it is center, line is given like this, A, O, B, C, E, D, here it is Q. First is the center of the circle. So we all know that the O is center of the circle. So O is center of the circle. Then three radii means radius. OA is radius, OB is radius. Here this OB and OC. So OA, OB and OC, these are the three radius. Then it comes a diameter. So the diameter is the chord which passes through the center. So AC is a diameter. Then a chord. ED is a chord. So ED is a chord. 2 points in the interior. 2 points in the interior. Here you find it is P given. So P and O. These are the 2 points in the interior. A point in the exterior. Point Q. This is the point in the exterior. Then a sector. Sector, you can see angle AOB. This is the sector AOB. So this is the sector. Then a segment. A segment is ED. This is the segment. Segment ED is the segment of circle. So in this way you can, but you have to write it down also that the center of circle is O. Then the radii are OA, OB and OC. So in this way you can write it down also. Question number 14 is measure and classify each angle. Here one figure is given and you have to measure it with the help of protractor, and then you have to fill it in the table given. Okay, and then you have to classify it also. For example, if it is less than 90 degree, then it will be acute angle. It is exactly 90 degree, then it will be right angle. If it is more than 90 degree, then it will be obtuse angle. And if it is 180 degree, then it will be straight angle. Now question number 15 is draw the rough sketch of regular hexagon connecting the three of its vertices, draw a triangle. Identify the type of triangle you have drawn. The first here we have to draw the hexagon. Hexagon, we all know that hexagon is a figure which have 6 sides. You have to draw it with the scale. Regular hexagon means this side and this side are equal. Now by 3 of its side vertices we have to connection. By connecting 3 of its vertices we have to draw one triangles, and triangle you have drawn, we know that these two sides are equal, so it will be our isosceles triangles. It will be isosceles triangle. So when we join it, it will be isosceles triangle. Now let us see question number 16. Question number 16 is a diagonal is a line segment that join any two vertices of the polygon and is not a side of the polygon. Draw the rough sketch of pentagon and draw its diagonal. First we have to draw the rough sketch of pentagon. Pentagon means a polygon which have 5 sides like this. Now its diagonal, if we draw, it is the side which join the 3 sides like this. So this is the pentagon and a diagonals of pentagon. Now let us see question number 17. Write the faces, edges and vertices of, first is cuboid. So the faces, we know that the faces of cuboid is, it has 6 faces. Then edges of cuboid, it will be 12. Then the vertices will be 8 vertices. In the same way for triangular pyramid, its faces will be 4, its edge will be 6 and its vertices will be 4. So in this way you have to write the faces. You have to write here full. I am writing here F only, but you have to write full. That is faces 6, edges 12, vertices 8, faces 4, edges 6 and vertices 4. Now question number 18 is add without using number line. Means without using number line we have to add it. First is here it is given 11 plus minus 7. Without using number line we have to add it. So it will be 11 plus minus 7. We know that one is positive and one is negative. So result will be, the sign will be of greater number. So it will be positive 11 here. 11 minus 7, it will be 4. So plus 4 will be the answer. In the same way let us do the C1. Minus 380 plus minus 270. Both the numbers are negative here, the result will be in negative. Now we have to add it 0, 5, 6. So minus 650 will be the answer. In the same way let us see the 19th one. In 19th one it is find, first it is given 72 minus 90. Now we know that to do this 72 in place of minus we will do the plus, and additive inverse of 90, that will be minus 90. Here the minus 90 has the negative sign, so result will be negative. 90 minus 72, it will be 18. So the answer is minus 18. Let us do the B1 also. Minus 15 minus 18. So it will be minus 15. In place of minus we are writing plus. So minus 18, the additive inverse of minus 18 will be plus 18. Again here one is negative, one is positive. So the result will be of the sign with the greater number. This 18 is there, so result will be positive. 18 minus 15 is 3. So the answer is positive 3. So here we end all the questions of practice sheet. Till you have any doubt, you are free to call me. Thank you.